All right, we're back once again with Silent Hill F. Let's go for a new ending. I think what we're gonna do is, I guess we'll just go in order. Let's do this, then this one. So, goal, do not take red capsule. Purified the sacred sword. And etc. etc. Action, story. Puzzle, lost in the fog. Let's have the white uniform. Oh, it says hold to skip new cutscenes. Okay, can't do that.
Hey, did you know that when a girl grows up, she has to get married? It's her job.
It's not a job. Don't you want to get married, Hinako?
I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't sound fun when Daddy talks about it.
Kinda like homework, huh?
If he tells me I have to, then I don't wanna.
Thanks for waiting. Junko. Did something happen?
Just reminiscing a little. About, you know, when we were kids, you always looked out for me.
Hinako.
Here, this is for you.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
That was new.
It's settled. We will decide everything from here on out.
But dear, what about how Hinako
The
never
split
gonna
second
get another
fucked up
chance like
shit. That's
What
new.
could possibly make Hinako happier? Nothing. Where do you think you're going? We're not done here, young lady.
But still, who would have guessed that Hinako would?
She's going to do as she's told for once and help me pay off this debt. We won't have to worry about money ever again.
Darling, please, keep it down. Hinako will hear you.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like
No way.
that dialogue was different. The way like they were talking, that did not seem right. Oh, this is gonna be so weird. I'm gonna actually have to compare VODs at this rate. Oh, we have a new formidable foe. An intimidating monster that appears in Shiromuku, a traditional white wedding kimono. It uses their grand fox arm to compel others to obey. It looks down on me and denies my existence, but at the same time, it pities me like it thinks it's better than me or something. Don't look down on me. You're no better. By the way, chat, I was right. Guess what? Guess fucking what? There is a trophy for not dying to that final boss. Which means entry to mountain prohibited.
Off the path. Used to climb up
Which means I may have to like go and like go back to one of my earlier fucking saves, die a bunch of times, lower the difficulty, and then actually attempt that. Because if any of these other endings has a different boss than that, then, yeah, that's gonna be fucking bad. Alright, so... Oh, hold up, chat. Forgot to do one thing. Alright, so I have all the tabs open, but I've had my computer crash when I even clicked an active tab. But that was also a YouTube tab. So if the stream dies, I may as well just, like, stop streaming for the night and restart New Game Plus. Save it for my run with the UFO? What, the fight? You don't even get that far. You just don't. It's why you can't do the hardest difficulty trophy with UFO. It just says no. Alright. Chat, if the stream dies because I was looking at the tabs, then that's the end of the stream for tonight, okay? I don't feel like coming back. I may even scrap this VOD and start over like nothing happened. Yeah, I'll have to like come back and manually raid Blondie. Okay, collectibles. Okay, these are just regular. I have two different guides open. There's the collectibles for regular game and then collectibles for New Game Plus. Assuming that they're all there already. East of Hokora Shrine. Okay. I've got nothing. Okay, I think it depends on where the corridors put me. By the way. I have 2 corridor things, and then, I mean, the worst case, if I have to do that one boss and try and go for that trophy, I'll have to load from here. And intentionally die to lower the difficulty, but that's fine. Alright. We will not be rotating saves on New Game Plus.
Oh, gods. What should I do?
But we will still make multiple saves when we have to, like, hit, like, a critical junction for endings.
Holy Nari-sama. The fox gods enshrined all over the place.
Inari-sama statues act as memorials for older or broken tools. It's okay to take these tools for your own as long as you have a use for them. This is called Kishu, and it's an action that's considered virtuous. It's a teaching of Inari-sama to make the most out of tools in any way. It's wide open. I need a key. Research Journal Photo 1. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Ebisugaoka. Regarding the legend of the sacred sword. However, it is said that the sword's animosity continued to grow, even as it remained buried under the earth. So the people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jizo statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they should start by looking for these Jizo statues first. It appears that the barrier works by creating a spiritual harmony that inhibits the sword's animosity. Harmony? Yin and Yang? The 5 elements of Wuxing? During this period, it was thought that everything was composed of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Therefore, 5 was a number associated with harmony. In other words, there should be 5 Jizo statues. Are 5 such statues located in this town? I expect tracking them down will prove a tremendous task.
Maybe the old Jizo-sama in town? I'll take a look.
A woman's magazine. My father isn't fond of seeing these around. This is from Sakuko, but it's too cute for me. He always told me, play house like a good girl should. Key stored on the doll's back. It seems to open the door to the next room from the balcony. Isn't that cute? But it's wrong! Shit's locked. I don't like the fact that I'm finding cheese balls everywhere. Of all the things. No? Hinako, come on now. When did I get the bone outro? Like 2 years ago? Pretty sure it was 2 years ago. A key. Need a key. A boy's diary. I'm gonna be a treasure hunter. I'll make sure of it. And then I'm gonna become a millionaire by finding treasure all around the world. And not just hunting treasure. A real treasure hunter sometimes takes down big scary beasts and bad guys. And don't forget that they have to learn how to escape dangerous traps too. I was play fighting with the girl who lives next door when Mom got mad at me. She said, "What if you leave a scar on her face? Then nobody will marry her." What's that all about? I think that girl would really be a good treasure hunter, though. She always finds the hidden treasure when we play treasure hide and seek. I want to become a treasure hunter with her someday. Small iron key, unclear what it opens. Should be related to the treasure hunt mentioned in the little boy's diary. Packing tips. Book by a well-known expert on how to carry large amounts of supplies. Fuck yeah, it's about time. If I get all the cheese puffs, I get Mountain Dew Gamer ending. It's just like all the red goop in town is... That was not there. That doll was not there. Treasure hunt game note. You're real good at this. Not any bozo could find this one. Too bad this isn't the treasure, but points for trying. You were so close. Oh yeah, give me the chocolate. You found this place too, huh? You're getting hotter. You gotta use that noggin of yours. Let the thrill of the hunt keep your spirits high. Nothing. Not even chocolate in this one. What a disaster. The person sounds like a GameFAQs writer. Oh my god. I hate that you're right. Kaboom! You got blown to smithereens by my doo-doo bomb and died. Anyone with half a brain would know this would be a trap. That one should have had chocolate in it. Hi-ya! You got stabbed by my doo-doo spear and died. Anyone looking around here for treasure is no more than fodder for my traps. Faded bride doll. An old doll in the shape of a bride made from clay. It seems to have been forgotten for a long time. Is this the treasure? I don't think there was a chest outside. No. All right, let me see. With the bride doll in hand, go down the hill into the garden of the house on the left. There will be a Jizo statue next to a tree. Okay, so the first main game collectible that I missed isn't until we get to town. Okay, all good. I feel like this is going to be a slower playthrough because I'm going to be pausing a lot for collectibles. I feel like I read this note already. Okay, garden of the house. Keep an eye out for the Jizo statue. It might actually be a bit further down. Hold on.
Where's everyone? What about Chizuruya? Maybe I'll find someone there.
It's said that the kanji for Ebisu in Ebisu Gaoka holds the meaning of a person who has migrated from far away. The most fanciful theory for the origin of this town is that it was once a hidden village for Taira clan soldiers who lost the Genpei War. In the town's old customs, there are a few rules that seem like a part of a secret village's code, including things like not owning dogs or washing things in the river, but whether or not it's the truth remains a mystery. Am I blinding this? I am blinding it. It's right here. I found a damaged Jizo statue in the mountains. The character for Suchi, Earth, can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. I wonder what will happen if I offer something that relates to that character. While we're on the topic of offerings, I remember that I offered my old doll once. My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. I didn't fight any dogs in this game. Those human enemies that crawled like dogs, they made dog noises and they lick you. So, yes, we killed dogs in this game, just not in the visual sense. Are there fights I can skip? In this game? Are you kidding me? This game loves its jank combat. It wants you to perceive it. I mean, I've ran past some fights, but, like, you saw how late game ending one was. It locked you in. Okay. It didn't say new cutscenes, so we can actually skip that. If it doesn't say new in the bottom right, then we skip the shit out of it.
I remember there was a shortcut up ahead.
I do quite envy her, though. I can't believe it was her. I have to say, I'm rather jealous. Why her of all people? Shh! Someone is going to hear you.
Hang on, going back to the check. Okay, I'm skipping radio broadcast because that is that is specifically for UFO. We're not doing that on this run. Okay.
You traitor.
Sakuko.
Where are you off to? Don't usually see you around here.
A truck was blocking the road.
Chizuruya?
I just want to talk to someone.
I'll be there in a bit, okay?
See you.
You traitor.
Something tells me she's still gonna die immediately. Hang on, I gotta go back to my truck, buddy.
Where'd the driver go?
Beats me, we'll never know. By the way, it's so weird seeing the town normal-ish again. Still under construction, yep. Once again, Toronto construction.
It's Shu.
Well, she died again. We did it. Not yet, though. All right, here's the important thing. Note from Shu. All right.
It's just like my partner said.
Oh, there's more notes on the sacred sword? Hold on. Come to think of it, the local elders were talking about a folklorist from Tokyo who came to Ebisugaoka to research the legend of the sacred sword. It is said that Ebisugaoka was a hidden village that once served as refuge for defeated soldiers of the Taira clan. Unfortunately, evidence to support this tale has yet to be found. Still, Ebisugaoka shares many cultural similarities with those of other hidden villages, and it is my belief that this tale is true. According to other local legends, the soldiers who fled here vowed to exact revenge upon the Minamoto clan and restore the Taira clan to its former glory. Upon swearing this oath, they buried the sword of their deceased leader at the base of the great tree that serves to protect this land. It'd be a historical breakthrough if we could find that sword. However, it is said the sword's animosity continued to grow even as it remained buried under the earth. So the people erected a sacred barrier around it using Jizo statues as anchors. If one wished to find the sword, they should start by looking for these Jizo statues first. It appears that the barrier works by creating a spiritual harmony that inhibits the sword's animosity. Harmony, yin and yang, the 5 elements of wuxing. During this period, it was thought that everything was... Oh, wait, no. This is the note I read from the dude. We already read this, my bad. I better go see whether there's an Ojizo-san in town. Anyways, here's the real thing. Shit. Okay. We're gonna leave it on that for now. Alternatively... throw it out. I'm just gonna have my pops. Screw painkillers. We're gonna have junk food.
Now I can fight back.
Oh my god. Did they give you a pipe earlier? Oh, that's so funny.
Please, I need to get back to Sakako.
It's like, yeah, we know. Get the pipe. Lock in. Salt, sugars, and fats will kill my pain.
Who's there? Is that you, Shu? Shu! Rinko!
Okay, so the first collectible I would need, like, it's gonna be a bit. I gotta, like, I have to get to a house for this one. Because I'm pretty sure... I do not have whale. Which is what we're looking for. That's the thing I missed on regular game. After the first shrine, go downstairs, immediately turn right. Shoebox that can open with which has document and an Emma in it. Okay. Do it. At least I can still heal with combat. But so far, on this difficulty, they take the same amount of hits. One counter, then two, maybe one swing. Now, I can't remember if this was progress. I don't think it was. Oh, that's UFO. No radio, sorry. Blue balling UFO for a number of streams. Hate to say it. No Space Wars for you, chat. It'll be Space Wars when I feel like it. Worthless. Okay. Fight! Stop showing me the pill. Oh my god. At least they aren't doing like 25% damage anymore. Maybe the game will be tolerable with encounters now. I can't wait for Lost in the Fog where the damage is 100% and the enemies are like pipe sponges.
Anyone here?
Looking forward to that well-designed mess. That's another radio. Household tips for the good wife and wise mother. A collection of loving ways for mothers to create the perfect home. Your mom hates Silent Hill F. Shit's locked. Of course it is. Face off. This is not your mom's Silent Hill. Backdoor key. Gotta go to the back door, though. Okay, even though we're New Game Plus, I'm wondering if first playthrough stuff's still here. Thankfully, yes. My God. Could you imagine? And it's like, oh, I gotta do another new game. I'm gonna fucking die. When using a restorative item, you will not be interrupted by normal attacks. That's fine, but you get hit. And then you waste it because the health you got back, it goes back down. So it's like, yeah, I could save you, but it feels like a waste. I respect it then. Okay. Oh, this guide's also showing antique stuff that gives you a lot of faith also. So I guess is helpful for monetary reasons. All right, back to the shrine. Wait, that's not right. This way. Could you at least tell me, chat, while we're just kind of chilling here, could you tell me how Blondie felt about the game? Because I guess, like, once we're done for the night, I can go over initial first run thoughts. Because I have no idea if Blondie's going to do more runs. He might off stream? Okay. Well, guess what? I'm built different. You're gonna watch the same game 20 times like how I did Metroid Prime more than once.
Some sort of offering?
Yeah, I'm not surprised it surprised him because, well, you know. Oh, shit. We can increase our slots. It's time to save up. Built like Nier? Hey, yeah. The day we get to Automata, it's gonna be fucking super lengthy, let me tell you. Plenty of endings. Full alphabet endings, although a lot of them are joke endings, and I'm not sure if I'd be committed to get all the joke endings like I did on my own, but you know.
What a weird box. It opened.
Diary of Revenge. According to the Nihon Shoki, one of Japan's most ancient history books, Yamada no Orochi, a colossal 8-headed dragon, demanded the sacrifice of beautiful young girls for it to devour. Upon hearing this, the wild deity Susanoo no Mikoto brought 8 barrels of sake to the dragon and lured it into drinking them. Once Yamada no Orochi had become intoxicated, he slew the dragon by chopping off all 8 heads. And according to Ibiso Gooka's oldest historical records, after being decapitated, one of Yamada no Orochi's heads flew far west and fell between the mountains of Higa no Kuni. The head eventually came back to life as a poisonous water dragon that plagued the land for many years to come. Higa no Kuni is known now as Ibiso Gooka. There are records of toxic gas leaks from the underground water streams in the past. It is highly possible that this is where the legend of a poisonous water dragon stemmed from. However, while the local records state that Yamada no Orochi's head flew here, there is no mention of this in the Nihon Shoki. It's not hard to surmise that some shameless individuals put a religious spin on the noxious leaks to turn a profit and falsified connections using famous literature to solidify their claim.
Ringo!
Who cares about Rinko? You are not my mother. Oh, it's time for Silent Hill.
What up, Internet?
Lonnie, thanks for the raid. How was Ring Terror's Realm? Got some good splats in? That's what I like to hear. Bitch! Hey. Hey, miss, you can't go over there. I am on New Game Plus. Let me just say, I'm happy I'm done with hard combat difficulty.
Shu, where are you?
Feels nice dropping it to video game status. So to speak. All right, hang on. Collectible check. Okay, I didn't open a tab, but I proceeded to a page, so I think we're safe. I don't think I'm gonna Colonel die the stream. Okay, hold up. Collectible. I think I have this one from the first time I played. Cat? Yep, I got that one. All right. Oh, I think there's a there's a trophy that we gotta get in the next part. Oh boy. It's called Don't Get Hit. Well, that's not the name of it, but you don't get hit. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate anyone that would hang out on this stupid stream. It's empty! Okay. Good drink. I still can't believe they took the Sonic Adventure 2 text for this one. It's like the funniest one. Okay, I'm still gonna save for the slot, so we need another 1,500. We should save, though. Engage. Which Silent Hill, by the way? This one? Or, like, the first one? I love having to do the X button check for, like, is there new stuff? Yes? Alright, hands off controller then.
So that our clan may prosper.
Kudzu, respected by all and a leader of the people, was wed to Pine. Plum, loved by all and always at the center of any group, was wed to Bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent their days studying under Kudzu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal. Chat, I demand the redeem. You know the one.
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
Yeah, let's go. Screw actually trying hardest difficulty puzzle. Doing hard puzzle on my own is enough. I don't need Shakespeare to ruin puzzles for me. Japan's Shakespeare. I don't know. I don't think I got to say it before, but respect for this game having separate puzzle difficulty again, because the last time that happened was what? Downpour, actually? Shakespeare's play, Back to the Future 3. Fuck. Forward-thinking Silent Hill F game. Oh god, okay. The next part of the puzzle is going to be a little tricky, even with a guide right here. Although, I think we may just be able to unlock the thing. You don't know if I want to skip new cutscenes? No, Blondie, that's the thing. The game tells you what's new or not. If you, like, try to hold X, it'll either say hold to skip or hold to skip new cutscenes. When it says new, my hands are off. So the game is nice enough to tell you, like, hey, these are the new ones. But all this other ones, who gives a shit? Yeah, it's very nice. That's why I let some sit and others I just say, skip and go burr. Now, if the game didn't have that, this would be a much different story. So we already have the cat Omamori, so we don't need to, see, look, this one just says skip. Don't need to watch that shit. He's laughing again. Yeah. What a beautiful place this is. Sparkling lakes, fragrant flowers, the melodic chirps of birds singing. This must be paradise. Yeah, like I was mentioning earlier, Blondie, constant pausing and stuff, that means I am looking at a guide. For, like, collectibles, I'm looking at that, but I'm also looking for puzzle solutions. For this difficulty, at least, because puzzle difficulty trophies do not stack, so you have to do all 3 separate puzzle difficulties.
I guess I better follow him.
This way.
So I just threw it on the hardest puzzle one because I'm never doing it again.
We've arrived.
Okay, okay, there's a dried carcass I can get, but otherwise not much here. Oh, there's a character upgrade here. There's actually a few New Game Plus things I could get here.
It's locked.
Okay, I gotta find the correct path to get this Emma, as well as, a New Game Plus Omamori. You're ordering a pizza now? You know what, fair enough. We're pausing a lot. I'm a little hungry too.
Did you know?
There you go. As I pass into the world of the dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please hear my prayer. There you go.
What's this doing here?
What is it? To those corrupted souls who dare encroach upon our sacred land, may you be met with calamity and destruction. The yokai of the carriage had their heads removed, the yokai of the umbrella their arms, and the yokai of the kettle their legs. Only the losses of each shall purify this corruption. Okay, so here's the thing. We can't get hit at all. And that voids the trophy. Fantastic, right? So I'm not even going to touch the girl.
What's this doing here?
That's a trap. Oh my god, we have to? You fucking game. The thing I need is over this way too. Okay, so, this way, I think. Two of the things I need to collect are within this part of the map, thankfully. Hold up. Okay, it's behind the large tree. Oh my god. A perspective on... Okay, I need to know how to pronounce this. A perspective on hierogamy. Question mark? I don't know. Tales of mortals being wed to gods and spirits can be found throughout every culture across human history. Certainly, from the perspective of humans, to tie oneself to a divine being is an undeniable honor. However, if one were to consider the opposite perspective, the divine being is binding themselves to a vulgar life form. What could possibly motivate them to make such a degrading choice? Countless seasons have passed since I first came to this sacred land of beauty and wonder, and yet, even now, if I consider whether I myself am worthy of such an honor, I cannot answer in the affirmative with... Oh, excuse me. I cannot answer in the affirmative with any confidence. So I must ask myself, what benefit is there to be to such beings mixing their divine blood with that of lowly mortals? To be clear, I am overjoyed to be of some use to them. However, I cannot help but wonder. Shrew Mole! Dodging does not consume stamina while in a near-death state. That seems pretty okay. Oh, god damn it. Okay, before I reload, I need to know. I have an alternative. I have an alternative to this. Here's something that'll work better. All right. Say the line, Bart.
That's right, we're gonna cheat.
All right, cool. We did it. Now we can get hit to our heart's content. Because we still need those collectibles. I'm not worried about getting hit anymore, but make that trophy pop and scum it out. I paid my dues to play through 1. If I want to see all the cool changes, I'm ready to cheat.
What's this doing here?
so there's supposed to be an Emma. There it is. Good. You got that one. There are games you cheated through on first playthrough. Boo this man! No. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Bet I could use this.
Okay. Vampire Bloodlines in Fallout New Vegas. I guess that's understandable. Now, of course, I'm warning you, chat, like, for certain puzzles, because I'm just not bothering to figure it out with my own brain, and I'm not afraid to admit that. This is not the playthrough to see how they're supposed to be, you know, solved with the proper intention. Like, in this puzzle's case, like, figuring out how to figure out these symbols with those hints and whatnot. This ain't the playthrough for that. But funny enough, if I remember correctly, this symbol right here, the sumo symbol, I call it because it looks like a sumo mat, that's the first one. That matches, like, the correct one from before. But the other ones are different. Ooh, hold on. We gotta do some walking. 200 faith. The collectible guide mentioning big faith pickups. We should definitely go for that. Because if we're trying to max out all our stats, we're gonna need all the faith we can get. Speaking of faith, we're gonna be playing chapter 3 on Halloween. Faith is such a cool and good game. Had a lot of fun playing chapters 1 and 2.
This should be an offering.
You'll be playing The Ring again on Halloween? Hell yeah. What is the how long to beat on that game, by the way? Just as a, like, curiosity. Six hours. Kane said it took him 7, 8. How, like, obviously I lost track of time today. How long did you stream for? By the way, Chad, I noticed something. There were no end game stats. It didn't tell me how many times I fucking died on my first playthrough. So I guess the game knew and just decided to take pity on me. Be like, no, we can't tell him how many times he fucking died. He'll just snap the Blu-ray in half. You can't do that to him. That means this is one of the worst Silent Hill games ever made because it doesn't even tell you that stuff.
So you
Why did I stop moving? Did I get stuck on a fucking pebble? I did get stuck on a pebble. Oh my god. Yeah, Blondie, see what I mean? There's that evidence. Just to make you even doubly sure.
The door from earlier was for welcoming visitors. However...
Oh, it doesn't tell you that when you pause, though. Okay.
This door denies all but the select few who may tread sacred ground.
Am I allowed inside?
Why, of course. Today you are most welcome. We must continue on ahead. Shall we rest first?
I'm okay. I think.
Tell me if you need a break. Now then, onward.
Yo, guys, is it time to take a good sip of lava? Oh wait, I don't think the lava drinking happens next, but... Is it implying that the doll just, like, flew right into her forehead? Okay, this is not new for some reason. All right.
All right. I need to focus. Need to find Rinko.
Okay, let's put toolkit on here. Bandage up here. And of course, once we get more stuff, it'll be all good. All right, second visit. Northern horizontal road, first house on the left. Head east for some dried carcass. Okay, there's the shoulder bag, which I'm pretty sure I already have, but you can always check again. You.
It's torn.
I still love that it's a stock pot sound. It's so good. I really hope, just for comedy, someone goes into the PC version of this and changes that specific sound to the loud-ass iron pipe dropping on the ground. That'll be even better. Oh man, we're gonna get jumped. You ready for this? There's our truck. Who the fuck moved the truck? We'll never know. You know, after playing like a lot of like the later part of the first playthrough, I kind of miss, you know, not seeing these red flowers everywhere. I think I preferred it when it was just foggy and thick like this. But that's just me. Okay, we don't want to go up this way quite yet. Oh yeah, real men drink beer. They sure do. Like my idiot father. His fat ass monster. Oh, chat, can I bring up that boss fight real quick? I had a sneaking suspicion regarding a trophy with that fight, and guess what? I was right. The trophy for that fight is kill fat boy first, then mom. And I'm like, of course you did that, game. Of course you did. Why wouldn't you do that? You're so fucking predictable, game. Kane, we weren't talking about you. What? I was saying game. I'm talking about video game, not you. I know it sounds like the same word. Trust me, it is not. Sorry, I was distracted by woman stabbing door. She got a bad, though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, did I ever read this one? Uh-oh. Great Space Invasion 3. Mothership has dispatched countless miniature UFOs. These tiny round discs attach themselves to innocent folks' heads and brainwash them to take over their body. Have you noticed any strange objects on the back of your loved ones' heads? Okay. Shu watched this movie when he was young and came up with the Space Wars game we used to play. I watched it back then too because my dad dragged me to see it. I don't have any memories of that time, but according to my dad, it scared me so much that I couldn't stop crying for days. Alright, we have to avoid UFO ending stuff.
To find a new weapon.
Okay, the bag was here originally. So since we already got that, they just gave us another item. So that's cool. Okay, that one's all set. Oh, there was an offering box. Head east to where we were. Oh God, do you have to go I think this is the spot right there that they're saying. There are images on this guide, but I'm afraid to click it because I think it opens a new tab if I do, and that is death sentence, because this is not a let's stress test to see if we can kernel panic on purpose to diagnose more. It's not this stream.
I'm sorry, and I need to get going.
Oh, I guess I forgot that her body was actually in there. $180. Okay, so backtrack this way. That should be where the offering is.
$180.
What could have caused this? May have been a big boy. Wait, is there an offering box down here? No, this ain't the path. What the fuck? Oh, because all right. The guide said east. We were supposed, and we went west instead. We went the wrong way. Is the sword unlockable or something you could get in the base game? No, that is exclusively New Game Plus. Because the sword is tied to the other endings. I think in theory, if you get the sword, I think you can probably lock yourself back into ending 1 if you pop a pill after that. But I can't guarantee that.
Please tell me that monster's not around.
That's West Patrick. Oh. Okay. Offering box. SpongeBob. Toolkit, that's actually good.
Why would someone put this here?
Why not? It's free faith. Have to head back and catch up with Shu. Time to jump me. Do it. Show me the heads up display to get into combat. Yeah.
About to break.
It's like halfway, Hinako. Calm down. We're getting closer to slot number 4. Just need some more. There's an Emma sitting in front of a house opposite of Hokora Shrine. But there is also past the garden by some statues. Okay, there's quite a bit on this northern road. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Hello? Hello? Am I still here? Hello? You hear me? The Elgato just stopped. Why the fuck did that happen? Because I noticed like the audio just stopped. The fuck was that? Did it happen after I saved? Or was I on the map? What happened? I was ready to believe that my computer was going to just shut off because I stopped hearing my game. But I think it's okay. I'm just going to assume it's okay. It was the map? Okay, then, well, we didn't miss anything. That was more scary than the game. Okay, so Northern Road's going to be a little bit. So...
Another dead end.
Another goddamn truck once more. Okay, coming up on... Here we go. This is new. Research Journal Photo 2. A photo attached to a research journal. It appears to be a clue collected by a researcher investigating the folklore of Ibisugo Oka regarding the legend of the sacred sword. In the Muromachi period, the Great Famine of Oe had young individuals desperate for quick money, and so they searched for the legendary sword. One story even claims that the sword was discovered. However, the youth who found it became consumed by the Taira clan's resentment and massacred the others, one after another. After that, the sword became known as the Sacred Sword, and is thought to contain the lingering animosity of the defeated Taira soldiers. Was the sword hidden after all that? Was the sword hidden? Oh my god. Was the sword hidden after that? There was not enough information. I must search for the Jizo statues myself. I was able to get in contact with a resident who knows the location of an old Jizo statue. This may be my first clue that will lead me to the sword. Okay, let's move this over real quick. A sickle. All right, back to the map again. Past the shrine, turn left in this garden. Oh, hold up. All right, this is where the Emma was. So we got that already. So past the shrine, turn left. Oh, it's right here. Diary of Revenge. Jumping to the end of the Heian period, the infamous Genpei War wreaked havoc across the country, and defeated warriors from the Taira clan fled to all corners of Japan for sanctuary. Ancient folklore claims that Ibisugaoka is one such hidden sanctuary. Few ventured close to this land, for the poisonous gas that rose from the ground was a well-known phenomenon. This made it the perfect hiding place for those shamed warriors. Though this did not come without its own inherent problems, as there are numerous records regarding Ibisugaoka's residents suffering from the water dragon's poison. It's only natural, then, that they would turn to idolization as a device to quell the dragon's anger. However, despite the popularity of the faith at the time, not a hint of its legacy remains today. It just goes to show that even the gods are not exempt from the fickleness of man. It's crazy how I'm finding... Oh, shit.
Shu, where are you?
Oh, never mind. Not new, don't care. Game's best feature.
Doctor, are you home?
Are you doctor? You're not a doctor. Okay, once again, All right, for New Game Plus, we'd have to go to the shrine up north, which we can do in a little bit. So that's fine. Okay, we have the Pine Omamori. And we already have the spider. All right, we'll just run through this real quick. I don't think we actually have to go in here. You know, I actually don't know if this particular note was here before. I had assumed up until now that being possessed by the fox was a sort of curse. However, it turns out that among the followers of the Inari faith in Ibisu Gooka, it could be more nuanced than that. I heard one tale of a housewife who was possessed by the fox after sharing some scraps of food with a real starving fox. As a sign of gratitude, the fox showed her the whereabouts of hidden treasure. Another tale claims that a pious shaman was possessed by the fox and given premonitions of a coming famine. They were able to warn the town and stockpile enough food to endure it. There are numerous stories like this suggesting that being possessed by the fox is not necessarily a turn of bad luck. Though with the influence of today's media from outside the town regarding ghost and horror stories, the fox has become seen as a purely negative phenomenon, particularly among the younger generations.
Doctor? Is that you?
Yeah, I don't quite recall that note. That I'm pretty sure I remember. Ew. All right, woman, wake up. Claw marks. Okay, that's another UFO radio. Sucks that I can't leave through the front door. There's no such thing as unlocking it from the other side in this world. First things first, I'm going back. Dropping that shit off. That's exactly enough. Ooh, I am denied slot 5. Damn. So what can we put here? We can have horse. Weapons with high durability. We can put wolf on. We can put cat back on for safety. You see trophy list to MK Legacy Collection? This is why I buy it on Switch too, baby. I don't have to look at that shit. I could just yell at the game casually because of fucking cheating AI. MK Special Forces is in it? Yeah, that's the greatest game. Did you not know? They announced that the same time as Mythologies. How did you not know? They put into the 2 greatest Mortal Kombat games. You know what? I'm going to put horse on. Okay, let's check again. Oh, I see. All right, it's shrine time. No, not you. Hope rewind works in all games. I think it should. I won't be able to get the game until December because I'm getting the Switch 2 physical from Atari. And that doesn't come out till like December 12th. Well, that's when they're going to ship it. So it'll arrive after my birthday, but I'm not considering that a birthday present since I paid with my own money. Rusted flask, an antique portable thermos bottle. The glass container inside is broken, so this is no longer usable. Help, help. Branch, I'm stuck. What is a toasty? Oh, that's when Dan Forden just shows up on the screen and says, toasty. That's it. I don't know what causes it. It just kind of happens. Is that new, by the way? I don't remember woman exploding inside. I don't remember that at all. Now, there should be a Jizo statue around here still. Is Bat new? I mean, the weapon itself was in regular game, but in terms of finding the bat, it was in a new spot. So I got it earlier than when I first saw it. But it's not really a new weapon. Huh, okay. So that's weird. Oh, okay. So Sakuko's mailbox thing was here before, but we already got that. Instead, they gave us the thermos. I wouldn't say durability's that good. It's kind of in line with most of the other basic weapons, I'd say, that aren't sharp. Well, I'm glad we don't have to go to Sakuko's mailbox, because we already got that trophy and we already got the spider.
Hey, partner!
Bye, partner. I found a damaged Ojizo-san in the mountains. The character for Mizu, water, can be faintly seen etched into the stone base. I wonder what'll happen if I offer something that relates to that character. Is this Sakuko's family shrine? My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. Were frying pans invented in the 1960s Japan? The world may never know. Okay, so we're good on that one. So next New Game Plus will be in the other world. And there's like one thing. Okay. Enter the fields. There will be a house on the east side. Go behind the house for dried carcass. After going through storehouse, ignore shoe, follow the path east, enter the yard of a house. Okay, so we can wait on that one. Dried carcass is out in the middle of the field here. Asking AI legit anything. Lucky for you, I think AI sucks. school paper cutout. The Legend of Abisugaoka's Monster. Ayakakashi. Long ago, there was a sighting of a scarecrow monster known as Ayakakashi here in Abisugaoka. It appeared one sweltering summer day deep within the crop fields, dancing a most peculiar of dances, like a ripple of hot air. People warned not to let one's gaze settle for too long upon its bizarre figure or try to get close to Ayakakashi. Akashi, my god. For it will chase any who do to the ends of the earth before taking their life. Shocker! Oh, that's another UFO thing. We can't look at that.
Not good. This won't last much longer.
I'm just trying to find a carcass, man. I think it's lower down here. Bad dodge, fucking stupid. Ooh, first aid kit. Now we can put that on. Where is this damn bird? Letter to home. I no longer recognize my husband. He gets blackout drunk most days now, and when he's drunk, he turns violent. I don't think I could keep on living this way, not with his cruelty day after day after day. Where did the kind man I met when our marriage was being arranged go? My eldest child is only 3 years old, and I have another growing inside me. Life is too hard to keep living, but I'm forbidden to die. Mom, Dad, I've always done as you asked, no matter what it was. This will be my first and last selfish act. Please forgive me.
This is terrible. How could this happen?
Uh-oh. Fucking god damn it. Fortunately, the door did not open. I bet the bird carcass is on the other side. Full wrap around on this shit. It is. I can't believe it. Okay, I think we should be all right to move on. All right, we got to take the weird path. Yeah, okay. Oh, I've played Condemned 1. I know what you're talking about. The game's great. Oh, it's fucking nothing again. Okay. Come on. This game has so many stupid gotcha moments. Beginner's trap. Okay, no, I didn't miss anything. We gotta go through here.
Hinako? Don't go anywhere near that weird stuff. It might be poisonous. Go around to the garden on the right. This way.
Got it.
Extra pipe. Which I might just use up the bat here because you know what time it is. Motherfucker. Oh, well, I already took it out. No, one of them was specifically her dad, but I remember one of the notes was saying, like, a lot of the old men in town, like, you know, that are married and shit, remind her of her dad. So, I'm pretty sure that's why there's a lot of big boys.
All right.
Because there's a lot of grouchy, drunk old men in this town. Leave me alone, stupid old man. Yeah, double.
You okay?
Okay, so here, ignore shoe, fall path east, entered the yard. And that'll be a character upgrade. Okay. Not this way, though. East, not west. I'm just seeing if there's extra shit. I'd say that's extra shit enough. Get rid of my puffs. I'll take 150 versus 20 for offerings. Thank you very much. Much better trade. There was a shrine there. I could have min-maxed that. Oh, whatever. It's fine. Can't believe it. Chocolate's worth 80. Ignore shoe, you got it. Easy to do. I mean, realistically, I probably could have tossed the bandages. Because I have like 6. I don't need 6. Alright, alright. That means I got that Emma before. Because if it was in... Wait a minute. Oh, it's where the chocolate was. I definitely got that then. Alright. You ready for field puzzle? Oh boy, my favorite. You know how much fun I had with this puzzle? So let's see how Lost in the Fog handles this shit. It's your funeral today. I think I'll give you a standing ovation. To the left of starting Scarecrow, with head upside down. Child drowns in waterway. On the evening of the 7th, a 5-year-old girl fell into the waterway of a rice field and subsequently drowned to death. Authorities believe she accidentally fell in while playing. So tell me, chat. What does that body language tell you for standing ovation? What does that mean? I mean, I know what standing ovation means, but why is that body pose correct? Yeah, I gotta go around. Ooh. Nice. Congratulations, meme. Sure.
Scarecrow?
It's your funeral today. Good riddance. It feels as though I finally got this painful burden off my chest. In back of area strung up like on a cross with a sickle in the ground. Child drowns in waterway. To the children of Abisugooka, good kids don't play near waterways. Be especially careful when there's been a lot of rain because water levels will rise. Good kids don't play in crop fields. Watch out for those reservoirs and ponds because they're dangerous too. This puddle will drown you. It's your funeral today. You hurt him, and now you're leaving him behind. I hope you suffer for what you've done. Behind corpse of the scarecrow that is on the ground holding no sickle. Okay. Supposedly it's this one. Child drowns in waterway. Around 6 p.m., the girl's family discovered her floating face down in the waterway after being carried 2 kilometers downstream from where she initially fell in. She was transported to a nearby hospital where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Multiple accidents have occurred due to this waterway in the past, but a single prevention measure has yet to be put in place. Nothing. Okay. It's your funeral today. You were such a thorn in my side, always getting between me and him. Oh, this one's... Wow. I feel like this one is the most obvious. Because now that we know, that's Shu. And that's Rinko. Can't say that's our hair, but... Child drowns in waterway. Parents and guardians. When children are lost and begin to panic, they become less able to pay attention to their surroundings. There have been numerous reports of children running around areas they are not familiar with, then falling into waterways and reservoirs and drowning. If you come across a lost child, please offer your help to them. Those are enemies, by the way. The ones we just went past? Yeah, those are, no way. You moved. I swear you moved. It's your funeral today. Goodbye. Don't ever show your face again. Go do your own thing, just like you always have. Oh, here they come. So this one's a little odd. Come on, do the counter, you bitch. So the solution to this one is to follow the dead body's arms and where they're pointing. To the lone scarecrow out here. Child drowns in waterway. This evening, the lifeless body of Shimizu Hinako was found in a crop field waterway after she presumably drowned to death. It is suspected that she panicked after losing her way and began running around in the dark. This is likely when she stumbled and fell into the waterway. The name of the actual child who tragically died has been replaced with cutout letters of my name. What a disgusting prank.
Hey! Hinako!
Wait. What just happened?
Come on! Hurry!
She was waiting for me. I need to go.
Oh, all right, we got new stuff.
Hinako!
Is she here?
We'll find out. Rinko! It's me! Shu! If you're here, say something!
Shu! You came for me. Oh, Hinako, glad you're safe too.
Are you hurt? Your family?
I'm not hurt, but they disappeared. Everyone's gone. Even my grandmother. And she can barely walk. I don't understand. Where did they go? What's with the monsters everywhere? What in the world is going on? Sakuko, I can't believe it.
I know. It's not safe for us to stay here. We've got to get out of town.
Out of town? What about our parents? Everyone?
We can go get help. But we need to do something and do it fast.
We're not abandoning them. But we can only help them if we keep ourselves alive.
But we're trapped here. There's no way out.
What do you mean there's no way out?
Go take a look out the window. You can see the bridge from here.
No way.
Bridge. Now what do we do?
Well, we can't use the bridge.
I still think that's such a silly line where they just like look at the destroyed bridge, acknowledge it, and they say, well, we can't use the bridge. Like, no shit. It still bothers me.
The wasabi fields. Rinko, we should bring some medicine.
What a dumb school kid.
There's a first aid kit in the kitchen. I'll go get it.
Hey. I'll help you look for it.
Not a bad idea, partner.
He's still thinking about that bridge.
Where's the kitchen again?
So I'm not sure what changed there. That seems mostly the same outside of maybe the flower being right there. If that flower being on the steps was the only change, then maybe this game is a fraud. But we've seen some, like, cooler changes at least, but I don't know about that one.
There he is.
Okay, thankfully no puzzles until, middle school. All right, this one, chat. We remember this one. The character upgrade, you know, the one that I got, then loaded the save and did not get again. The one that I left behind and fucking agonized over. Now we can get it back. Nearly 10 hours later. Skip it again? No, unacceptable. Ooh, okay. Let's get this first. It's gonna be the only New Game Plus thing for this section. It was one of the, doors. Since we kept the brooch, we get to go in. And that's the Emma we fucking missed. And forgot to pick up again. Now we can't possibly fuck this up. A perspective on Hirogami. It is a core tenet of Shintoism that each land throughout all Japan is protected by its own deities. From this, people pray to the gods so that they and their lands might be blessed. In turn, their belief strengthens the gods and gives them the ability to better protect the land in a beneficial cycle of reciprocation. Thus, the bond between humans and gods is vital to the prosperity of both. If the underlying strength of this bond can indeed be explained through mortal blood, then the reason for the gods joining themselves in sacred matrimony to mortals who call their land home becomes evident. Perhaps it is through the addition of their blood that the bond between mortal and god is strengthened. And if this is true, then I should think that frequently upholding such forms of unification would be best for all involved. However, in practice, marital bonds between mortal and deity are vanishingly rare. It is a mystery why this is so. Or perhaps I find the greater mystery to be, why was I chosen? It's Thing from Addams Family! Ladies and gentlemen! This embroidered drawstring bag is very high quality, from the fabric to the pattern, so be careful not to get it dirty when storing your belongings. So according to the guide, that would have been the last inventory upgrade. But since we did not get a trophy pop, that means we totally missed a main game one. Which does not fucking surprise me. Mandate of the clan. Drain from the sacrifice her blood, sparing not a drop, and add unto it wine that has been distilled 8 times over. Spare her body of its earthly viscera, and fill it instead with rice that has been mixed with the master's saliva before sealing it shut with needle and thread. In the dark shall the vessel rest undisturbed until the redolent odor of wine rises from her skin. Adorn her in fine garments befitting a bride. Then set her afloat on a raft of straw so her blood wine may seep into the water's surface. Do this, and into the depths she shall sink, quelling the wrath that waits below. Okay, that is the only New Game Plus thing here. So let's double check. There's an Omamori here. And we have it. We have Hawk. Oh, wait, was this blocked off? It is not blocked off. It has been a hot minute since I've been to this area. Shit, nothing here. Chat, I think once we clear this section of the game and get back to the real world, I will be stopping. Oh, I'm already back this way. Nope, forget it. Which is funny because, like, we got to the school, sort of, after the first stream, so I guess it's kind of, funny that we're going to be stopping there again. Did I go? I did go in a fucking circle. Oh my god. Streamer, how have you not downloaded the map into your brain? Come on now. That's what I'm looking for. 500 faith, baby. Damn, I don't got the object. Actually, out of curiosity, storage room key. Okay. I was supposed to say, out of curiosity, oh, I have 4 Emma. Oh my god. We're gonna be rich. 2,000 for stamina. We're getting there. Don't believe the fox's words. Stay away from the western room. Okay. Okay, I believe you this time. Don't think I've got the memory, though.
Wasn't that closed before?
The memory of the first run never carried through. Here come the monsters. But yeah, you've been noticing, because we're on regular default, I call this default combat difficulty because it's the one they defaulted to, where they basically did story hard as their default settings. Notice how much less damage I'm taking. Like, hard upped it a lot. Like, sometimes it seems double, sometimes it seems like they tripled it. Which means Lost in the Fog is gonna quadruple it. Which is why we need to cheat. Lamp broken. Damn. Ooh, okay, so there's specific some specific notes that the collectible guide mentions. So I don't think all notes are tied to trophies. But the ones that are documented here, so I guess we're gonna have to pick them up. Because I know we got one of them. We got one of the trophy-specific notes, but I think some of the others we missed, so take note of that. So let's see. We got the hawk already. Ooh, there's another Omamori. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So there's actually more than one of those mirrors in the game. The one that break when you die. So we can pick up more if we need to.
It's no use. It won't open.
Hinako! Over here!
Sakako?
You! The ceiling fuckers are back.
A library? In a place like this?
Okay, there's supposed to be a housemaid's note somewhere. Unless Unless this is one of those things where, like, if you've already picked it up, you won't have to pick it up again. Ritual is held. Igarashi clan last descendants. House floor inside library, which is next building you enter. Huh, this image representing where it's supposed to be. Oh, that's exactly it, chat. If we already picked up the note, it won't be here. This is the spot it's supposed to be in. Coffee table on the left? Yep, alright. That's good to know. I appreciate that for collection's sake. Would have been right here. Alright, those documents are good. After shimmying bookcases, continue into the room of books on the floor. There's a carcass you can sell.
Is that you? Where are you?
Is this some sort of offering?
Hinako, you've seen multiple dried carcasses. I think you should know by now. I'm just saying. Oh, Hero, you must have missed a lot. Sorry, I had the Twitch window off. Hero, the combat in this game is dog shit. I'm sorry. It feels so... I don't know how to describe it. Dodging, despite you getting like 20 feet of distance, it feels not good. There's just a lot of nuance that just like, oh man. It was my biggest sticking point on my first playthrough. We're on playthrough 2, by the way. We beat the game tonight. Now we're New Game Plus because there's new stuff. And there's other endings that we're currently working towards. But my god. Starting on hard mode was a mistake. Let me tell you, it was a genuine mistake. I'm glad I beat it on hard mode, but my god. That was probably the worst first experience I could have had in terms of combat. Like, it feels like everything else is carrying this game, the game's combat so hard. Which makes me wonder why the fuck they leaned into combat for like the last like 20% of the game. But now that I'm on story difficulty combat, which is the quote-unquote normal difficulty, because they did fucking weird difficulty names with this. They said story, hard, and then Lost in the Fog. Lost in the Fog you have to unlock for combat anyways, which I refuse to do until I am fully maxed out on stats. Because doing that with anything less would make this game like 20 times more miserable to play through. Otherwise, the game has been pretty good. Like, for example, a stab like that would have taken like 25% of my health on hard mode alone. Which makes me wonder what the fuck kind of balancing they were thinking when they have a difficulty higher than hard. Like, what, do you just die in one hit? Are we Evil Within Akumu mode? Are we like the least fun thing ever invented in survival horror? You be the judge. I don't know. I saw what Akumu mode asked of the player in Evil Within and said, I'm good. I will never play you. But yeah, there also is Evil Within too. You're so right. I learned that from this game as well. Stamina go up. And we are maxed the fuck out. There we go. Now we can spend on the other important stuff. Okay. Don't really have to worry about collectibles for the rest of the segment. Just play the game.
Are you there? Sakako?
That's a double, baby. Not my headaches. Ugh. They put a lot more screaming boys here versus the actual enemies I had to run past on hard mode. Yeah. Bro, how many first aid kits are they giving me? Okay. Boss fight? Yes, there is a boss fight incoming. Next to a med kit will be this breakable mirror. Huh? Okay. That mirror's definitely not there, but that's okay. All right, well, chat, after this boss fight, that will be the end of the stream for tonight. Amazingly, nothing new dialogue-wise. Or cutscene-wise there.
What's going on?
No, Hero. The game tells you if you're skipping a new one or not. If it says hold to skip, you can skip. If it says hold to skip new cutscenes, you don't want to skip. They were very forward thinking about that. All right, here I go.
Please stop this.
Please don't leave me. I'll forgive you. Come back.
So when we did this the first time, we actually got the boss fight specific trophy, which was don't let her do that glowing attack.
The more you refuse to get in, the more you'll suffer.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
At least she's good enough to give you directional audio, so you know where she'll be to stop that attack. See, this one's gonna be new then.
Fear not. This is nothing to fret over. Keep my command alive. Yield to me. Be gone! How foolish of an evil spirit to enter this place.
What was that?
An impurity that haunts you no more. Rest assured, you are safe now. To live in this world is to walk amidst impurities, but we can ward them off. Come. Sacred ground lies before us. Before we enter, we must be cleansed.
All right, now it's time to drink the lava.
you as well.
Okay.
Calm yourself. It is but water.
Hey, remember this? Okay, this is not new. All right. Get me to that shrine to save the game. And with that, we're gonna stop for the night. All right. That was a good, that was about 6 hours. Don't believe the stream uptime. I had to, go offline to, prevent a potential shutdown. Basically, like, I was so paranoid about opening tabs to get, like, collectible guides ready for New Game Plus that, like, I didn't want to open tabs while I was live and then just have my computer completely kill everything. So what I did was I went offline, closed OBS, opened the tabs, reopened OBS, and then went live again. Essentially. The only scare we had was the Elgato going black. That's better than fucking having my computer kernel panic for no discernible reason other than fuck you, streamer. Unfortunately, the town is permanently gooped up. It's gonna look like this for the rest of time. Not even a New Game Plus file will cleanse this town. But yeah, that's gonna do it for Silent Hill F in regards to the Spooktober time slot. Because we did our first whole playthrough during October like I planned. I will say this before we go. If you want my first playthrough thoughts, I mostly enjoyed it, but the combat got on my nerves big time. I think as a first run through, hard mode was just maybe only built for sickos. I mean, it's totally beatable on a first run through. I did it, but it was a absolute struggle, with the game's only kindness being like plenty of checkpoints. But you know, that can only do so much when you fucking die so quick. Am I calling myself a sicko? Not in this case. If I said it was the greatest combat ever, then yeah, I'd be calling myself a sicko. But like, I don't know. I don't quite agree with the combat. It's weird. Like, there's points where I feel like sometimes it just doesn't work. Like how sometimes the counters do what they're supposed to, but then others they don't. While you kept your timing and enemy tells exactly the same. Sometimes it just felt like, oh, you know, you didn't counter. Here's your heavy swing leaving you open. Sorry. You followed the exact tell? No, you didn't. Even though it clearly did. Stuff like that got on my nerves. But like, it's one of those things where I feel like it's obviously more manageable when you like get all the upgrades and stuff and that you're able to carry it over. But like, for a series that like doesn't really, you know, have grade A combat to begin with like a lot of the older Silent Hills, I can circumvent that by, you know, doing the fun survival horror thing of just avoiding enemies and only killing them if I need to. But when a lot of this game feels like you kind of need to kill them, that's when it becomes a massive problem. This excludes bosses, of course, because even in older Silent Hill games, like, yeah, you're forced to fight bosses. That's what they're for. But in terms of like moment to moment going around Silent Hill and like dealing with like encounters, like, yeah, a lot of times it's better to like avoid them. And it's preferable that way because you're able to save resources and stuff. And if you're good enough at avoiding damage, then yeah, that works out. Even Resident Evil's like that to an extent. But here, it's like, yeah, there are definitely moments where I can totally avoid the enemy, and that's fine, but that just seems very, like, less common, I feel, versus needing to fight. But otherwise, like, I'm fine with breakable weapons in this. Like, in my case, I never felt like I was, you know, totally about to run out of the weapons I need. Because I had enough toolkits, and there would be at least another weapon I can utilize nearby in most situations. So that's not really a problem. It's just the act of fighting is very clunky. Like, it's not stiff. Sometimes it feels like it's unresponsive, but other times it feels fine. Like, I think a lot of the unresponsiveness is due to how the dodging is managed. Because even if you have enough stamina, it's like, you can't like zip, zip, zoom. I guess there's like a cooldown after like 2 total dodges. Which reminds me of the other NeoBards project, Resident Evil 3 Remake, where you can't consecutively dodge in that game. Otherwise, Jill will just, like, stop for a moment. So I bet they took that and applied it to here, even though it's, like, nowhere close to being the same dodge mechanic at all. It's just the first thing I could think of in terms of like avoiding dodge spam. But even then, in this game, the way to avoid dodge spam is, you know, running out of stamina, which that'll happen anyways through like dodging and swinging. But I don't know. Obviously, like going through the story combat difficulty, which is what the game defaulted to when you boot it up, it's a lot more it's easier to stomach versus getting 2 or 3 tapped by bladed bitches. You know, the most common enemy in the game are the ones that can fucking slit your throat in 3 swings. So like, yeah, it was kind of a rough first experience. But excluding my like qualms with the combat, as like very fucking mysterious and bizarre as the narrative is, it's at least intriguing. And like intriguing in terms of like what exactly is going on, and also deciphering the themes that's going on. And now that we got like more stuff to work with, and now that we're going through the game with, you know, a full playthrough under our belt and going to see what these other endings are going to be for ourselves, there's still that pull of like, you know, the mystique and mystery of everything going on with this story, characters, and plot that I'm obviously still compelled to continue and pretty much do, even on stream. So those are my initial thoughts, really, with Silent Hill F. I think currently, game's good. This just may be like me, but I would not put this above the first 3 games in any capacity. I don't even think I would put this above Silent Hill 2 Remake, but that's also not fair. I think my biggest problem, like, here's the opposite problem. In Silent Hill 2 Remake, the combat was honestly, like, once I got it, it became trivial. Like, James has more insane dodge iframes, and he doesn't have to worry about a stamina bar as a result. He's kind of overpowered. And on my first playthrough of Silent Hill 2 Remake, I need to remind you, I walked into the final boss with 300 handgun bullets because I was able to just melee my way through that game. Meanwhile, the melee-focused game with no guns is a lot rougher in comparison. But I say that's cheating because Silent Hill 2 Remake, you know, follows the narrative of Silent Hill 2, which is already incredibly strong. Well, I feel like a lot of the atmosphere of the first 3 games are still extremely strong, and to this day, in my opinion, Silent Hill 1's atmosphere and spook tone is like incredible. Because 2's not really scary. 2's just got like a great story and like themes going with it. And Silent Hill 3 is scarier than 2. But I don't think it's as scary as 1. And I think what helps 1 is it being a PS1 game and how oppressive it is with its like metal banging soundtrack, shut up controller. God damn it. I'm not playing anymore. It's fine controller, but you know. And like a couple of years ago when we streamed Silent Hill 1, that kind of confirmed my feelings. Like, Silent Hill 1 is just like very good with its atmosphere. Like, it's super strong. But this one, like I don't find this game scary. I think I got maybe jump scared a few times, but that was like some cheap shit. Like, you know, enemies coming out immediately to grab you and take half your HP and all your sanity meter. But in F's defense, it at least manages to be successfully disturbing. Scary? No. Disturbing? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's very understandable if people come out of this game feeling kind of uncomfortable with, like, you know, some of the stuff that happens. Like, 100% understandable. Like, I totally agree with, like, that assessment there. But I don't have much else to add other than, like, all of that. I'm gonna be curious how I'm gonna reevaluate this based on, like, the difficulty I'm on currently. Oh, right. Speaking of difficulty, hard mode puzzles. The ones that I'm not cheating and looking up the answers for. I really got mad at the Scarecrow one on when I played that blind. I got really mad at that. So I think, like, in general, most of the puzzles were pretty good. Good enough, I'd say. I think Scarecrow sucks, though. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Fucking the pregnancy monsters and the fact that we have to fight so many. God. That last bit of the game being a combat gauntlet was just like, Ayah, Hinako. Shit. But now that we're not playing on hard combat difficulty, I'll see how I feel about it on a second run. Hard to say. But then, of course, seeing if I have to evaluate it on its hardest combat difficulty, which, again, I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch that until we are fully maxed out. And if there's any other way I can cheese through that fucking difficulty. Honestly, if I do that difficulty, I don't think I'm going to stream it. I think I'm just going to do that on my own because I don't think it would be fun to watch. I think I'm just going to cuss up a storm and say, fuck you, dev here. Like, you know, the DSP excuse. Because I'm just salty. That would not be a fun stream. I know I called out Neobards during this stream a lot, but, like, I don't know. I always had, like, my reservations about this dev team specifically based on Resident Evil Resistance, that asymmetrical multiplayer game that came with Resident Evil 3 Remake, which they apparently also worked on. But like, my problems with Resident Evil 3 Remake are more like stuff that they didn't include, but I thought it played all right. But I thought with Resident Evil 3 Remake, the harder difficulties were fucking dog shit. So I think that may be a specialty with this dev, having dog shit harder difficulties that aren't fun. So maybe that is their specialty. I don't know. I'm just saying, playing Inferno on Resident Evil 3 Remake was fucking miserable. Even if you had infinite rocket launcher, trying to fight Nemesis on that difficulty was fucking miserable. One of the worst things I've ever done. now we're just rambling because there's more playthroughs we're doing of this game. So thoughts and personal opinions on this will most likely change once we see, you know, all the stuff we haven't seen yet. And I'm actually excited to see more of that, which we'll be doing at some point in November. There may be a pretty lengthy gap. I haven't quite decided yet. We might just hop back into this game on Sunday again. But I don't know, because I do have certain November stream plans I want to do. Like, number one, I have a Lego thing I want to build on stream. I don't know how many hours that would take, but I want to build a Lego thing I bought. It's just been sitting there in box, waiting for the stream to happen. So that'll be in November. Sega Saturn grab bag. Want to do that in November. And then, honestly, we could just crit path the rest of Silent Hill F's endings through that. Because the only game release I know I want to try and get is Kirby Air Riders, and that's not till the end of November. And then, of course, December for Metroid Prime 4, baby. But as for the rest of October, chat, we of course have Faith Chapter 3 on Halloween night. So look forward to that. On the schedule, I put the start time down as 8:30. I cannot promise that I'm starting at 8:30 due to answering the trick-or-treaters at the door. I have Halloween obligations to do before the trick-or-treaters stop, and then I'll come stream. So I think that'd be a good way to wrap up October by just doing Faith Chapter 3. But before that, I should be available to stream this Wednesday. If some of the gang's available for Monster Hunter, I can do a small Monster Hunter stream this week. There is that Halloween event going on, and I'm like, yeah, we can stream that. Just like 2 hours of that. Why not? I've actually been doing some of that Halloween event stuff on my own. So, like, I think I have most of the event armor and whatnot already. But I'm actually still working towards it, because this fucking one event quest just drops one ticket at a time, and I gotta, like, do it, like, 50 times or something. But yeah, just a little Monster Hunter before the end of October. I think that'd be nice. Other than that, that's all I got for tonight. For real. Thank you for watching Silent Hill F. Playthrough 1.5. Well, one and a third. Because I think we're like a third through New Game Plus already. Like, based on my previous streams. Like, it took me, like, what, 3 full streams to beat the main game? And we're kind of close to where I stopped the first time I streamed this game on New Game Plus already. So, hang on. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. brain. I am losing my train of thought. That means we gotta get the hell on out of here. No one... okay. No one else is on, because Blondie obviously raided me because he was playing Ring earlier. But we gotta get on out of here and go to bed, guys. You guys have a good one. Take care. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Stay hydrated. Have a good night's sleep or a good morning breakfast if it is morning on your side of the world. Most likely see you Wednesday for Monster Hunter, Halloween for Faith, and next Sunday for more New Game Plus on Silent Hill F. Man, isn't it crazy that Hinako killed all those people because she was hopped up on drugs? How crazy is that? It's fucked up. Want to know what else is fucked up? Getting spooked like this. Look out.